Nazdarek, já jsem tam u 8. dílu z hry Star Wars The Old Republic, jedeme za Smugglera a ano, jako kompanion, tak i naše postava má jiný oblečení, je to z toho důvodu, že už ohledně Smugglera, tak tohle jsme měli podobně taky. A Corso má taky jako oblečení, které se mu zvolilo v minulém díle. No a zbraně nechávám nakonec tuhle, chtěl jsem původně jinou, ale co se dá dělat? Uvidíme, jak dnešní díl bude dlouhý.
Ah, you're here. It's a great pleasure to meet one of the Republic's finest. I admire anyone who charges into an active volcano full of separatists and comes back alive.
You got a name?
Where are my manners? Forgive me. Anatol Ruspar, Coruscant Special Affairs Liaison. I represent Venara Kale, Senator of Coruscant. She not only speaks for our capital world in the Galactic Senate, but oversees this planet's government. Senator Kale leads the effort to rebuild what was destroyed during the Sith Empire's invasion. Healing those old wounds has been slow and painful.
The war's been over a long time. It's hard to believe we're still recovering.
Some wounds run deeper than others. This world faces many a crises. A shattered infrastructure, a booming refugee population, whole sectors descending into anarchy. All of these hinder the rebuilding. Senator Kale believes you're specially qualified to deal with a dangerous and urgent threat. She'd appreciate the favor of a meeting. Immediately.
How long have you loitered around the spaceport waiting for my shuttle?
My time is the Senator's time, and I never wait for long. Senator Kale is the greatest leader we've had in decades. She'll not only rebuild this world, but the rest of the Republic with it. Speak to Minister Imo at the Senate Tower. Tell him you're expected. Good luck, and welcome to Coruscant.
Tak jo, musíme se vrhnout na tenhle vedlejší quest. A jo. Stejně jako už si tam mně se jako líbilo jako to oblečení, co jste viděli a tak mně se jako řekněme, že to oblečení se hodí pro Smugglera. Stejně jako u dalších postav, ale to nebudu spoilerovat zatím. Uděláme jen něco málo a pak bychom mohli, víte, pak bychom mohli udělat nějaký věcičky. Trošku si asi zabojovat a pak bychom to mohli dnešek ukončit. Ale ne teď.
Thank you for coming on short notice. I'm Senator Venara Kale. Forgive my abruptness, but time is a luxury I don't possess. As you may have heard, Coruscant is overwhelmed with refugees fleeing Imperial tyranny. Many have been here since the war. The refugees took over the old galactic market sector, huddling in shops and warehouses that were abandoned during the sacking of Coruscant. They refused to leave.
They should be thankful. If this were the Empire, they'd be slaves. Or worse.
I fear their current situation is little better. As so often happens when fear and poverty dominate, a criminal element has risen to take advantage of the situation. The Migrant Merchants Guild began as a political advocacy group for refugees. Over the years, it transformed into a ruthless and murderous criminal syndicate.
As if these people didn't have enough problems. Now they're being controlled by gangsters.
These criminals exploit the very people their guild allegedly protects. They rule through intimidation and extortion. The Migrant Merchants Guild has grown increasingly hostile and violent. Their criminal enforcers have acquired military-grade weaponry. Earlier today, their thugs took to the streets. They attacked our security personnel, set fires, began rioting. We're facing an armed insurrection.
Have these gangsters made any demands?
They only seem intent on destruction. For generations, the old galactic market was Coruscant's central trade hub. Its importance isn't merely economic. It's a symbol of the Republic's freedom. The comm channels are jammed. We've lost contact with our security forces. I need your help ending this crisis. The criminals must not win.
I'm a pretty good shot. Figure I can take at least half these guys by myself.
Considering your accomplishments on Ord Mantell, that's no exaggeration. Do whatever you must to save innocent lives from that criminal filth. Find my security chief, Captain Winborn. He'll help. Good luck.
Jo. Víte, proč to vůbec dělám? Ty vedlejší questy, úkoly. Je to z toho důvodu, že za to dostáváte jakoukoliv odměnu. Podívejte se třeba, tady byste za ten úkol dostanete nový rukavice. A pak budete dostávat nový a nový lepší věci. Sice pořád nám bude vidět tohle oblečení, co jsem zvolil za kamerou, protože je to přeskinovaný. Já to dokonce můžu ukázat. Outfit, tady jsem to prostě koupil, zaplatil jsem nějaký kredity, abychom prostě mohli to mít na sobě, jelikož přesně tohle oblečení mám u jiný pašeračky, protože mi se líbí. A takhle prostě můžeme letět s taxíkem vzhůru tam, kam máme letět. Nevím, jestli dneska budeme střílet, ale jakož bohužel už nemám moc de facto čas tady strávit u toho dílu, stejně jako u Sith Warriora, další dobu, než kterou fakt vidíte. Ale už jsem měl chuť to natáčet, tak už jsem nemohl jako si říct, hele, kašlu na to, že to nebudu opět natáčet. Už to bylo silnější než já, popravdě, ještě vezmeme tenhle quest a...
I greet you on behalf of the great and noble Senator Dolly Bark. I have the honor of being his senior page. The senator sent me as his representative, though he'd prefer to be here himself. He loves to walk among his people.
Well, the senator sounds like a wonderful man.
Oh, he's the most wonderful man I've ever met. Today, the senator sent me to find brave and loyal citizens to help with a security crisis. It involves his work to restore the Republic to glory by re-establishing our technological superiority.
That's all very nice, but what's the crisis?
I was just getting to that. Recently, the senator arranged to acquire a shipment of computer chips, advanced hardware that could create whole new industries for the Republic. Unfortunately, the shipment was hijacked by the Migrant Merchants Guild. Now, Republic security is afraid to take on the Guild's thugs.
You're looking for outside help?
Exactly. The senator says this issue is really over security's head anyways. Recovering the shipment of chips from the Guild would be a great service to Senator Bark and the Republic.
Is Senator Bark paying for this?
Yes, of course, your fee. In his generosity, the senator has promised to personally reward anyone who helps. To find out where the Guild has hidden the senator's shipment, you'll have to speak with Security Captain Denel Zahn. He ran the investigation. Then return the shipment to Senator Bark's office in the Senate Tower. I'm sure he'll want to thank you personally.
No, tak to je skvělý. To je fakt skvělý a... Uvidíme. Trošku si asi zastřídíme, ale to je jinak všechno. A
Even the cantinas here are big. Dharma says this is the best watering hole on the planet.
já vím, že teďka nemluvím, ale...
Forgive me for being so forward, but you're more radiant than a Tatooine sunset. Darmus Polarin, at your service.
I'm sure you say that to all the girls.
Nonsense, my dear. I can't remember the last time this dark cantina seemed so bright and lively.
Give it up, old man. She's not your type.
Ah, Corso. Good to see you in person, my boy. Sorry to hear about Vidu. He was a man of refined taste and a terrible card player. I'll truly miss him. Life is like sabacc. The trick is to quit while you're ahead and enjoy your winnings. Exactly how I'll spend my twilight years.
I'll still be flying around this galaxy 100 years from now.
I like your spirit, Captain. Sometimes I think I'm already too old for this business. Now, I know this isn't a social call. Corso says you have troubles, and I'm prepared to help.
A man named Skavik stole my freighter and brought it here.
Corso mentioned a cargo hold full of stolen blasters, and the infamous Rogun the Butcher, too. My sympathies. Skavik is well known in the galactic underworld. He's earned death sentences across the galaxy for everything from armed robbery to kidnapping. He's known to be in the Sith Empire's pocket, and he even cheats at cards. I'm happy to help you find him.
If there's one thing I hate, it's a card cheat.
Oh my. Beauty, intelligence, and fine moral values. What's not to like about that combination? Soon as Corso mentioned Skavik's name, I alerted all my best informants. I'm getting some interesting leads.
What did I tell you, Captain? Dharmas can find out anything. We'll have Skavik in no time.
Let's hear Dharmas's brilliant advice first.
I don't offer advice, Captain. Only information. What you do with it is up to you. Skavik recently used the services of a data slicer named Kixie in the Migrant Merchants Guild headquarters. Quite talented, I hear.
I'll say this. The man has a way with women.
I don't think it's a romantic relationship. Skavik doesn't convert with aliens. Even near humans like Kixie. Kixie might be able to help you flush Skavik out of hiding. Be careful, though. The guild is well armed and doesn't like outsiders. Excuse me, darling, but there's a Chagrian with more credits than sense. I really shouldn't let him leave with all his money.
Hele, jediné, co vím teďka, tak je to, že Kixi si necháme na příští díl. Že uděláme pár, no nějaký ty ohledně dvou vedlejších questů a skoro se teďka kecat nechci, protože prostě nechci a vydáme se tak ještě si pokecat s tím cápkem.
In accordance with Security Force Regulation 1195, conversations with non-security personnel are to be kept to a minimum. Let's make this quick. I'm Captain Denel Zahn. Senator Bark's page ordered me to give you information regarding the Senator's stolen goods.
Where can I find the shipment?
Look, I don't work for him. If you want that information, we're gonna have to come to an understanding. Did the Senator's crony tell you where the shipment came from, or what these computer chips are for?
Now that you mention it, he didn't explain anything about the chips.
I'm not surprised. These political types like to gloss over details. The chips are from planet Ryloth. They're designed to operate remote control slave collars. Under Republic Law 4412, Rylothian slave collars and the chips used to make them are illegal in Republic space, even for senators.
Why would a senator need chips for slave collars?
To be honest, I don't know. But it really doesn't change anything. The law is the law. Our immediate problem is that these slave collar chips are spread around the Migrant Merchants Guild headquarters. First priority is get the shipment together again. After that, bring the chips back to me and I'll make sure they're destroyed.
That sounds like the right thing to do.
It's the only thing to do. Find the chips and get out of the guild warehouse. Once you've got everything, I suggest you let us deal with the shipment, not the senator.
Jestli v mém hlase jako slyšíte nějak jako, že se jako nudím a to, tak v minulém díle jsem trošku natáčel taky jako, já nevím.
Cut power to the whole blasted planet if you have to. We can't let those crazies take over the network.
Captain Winborn, Senator Kale said you need backup. What's the situation?
We're getting cut to pieces down here. We're not trained to fight an army of killers. These gangsters are smart, organized, clearly trained off-world. They'll kill thousands. Might even destroy the Senate Tower.
The Senate Tower is nowhere near this sector.
Scum found themselves a way around that little detail. The gangsters brought slicers to access every network node in the sector. They're trying to take over the automated speeder flight paths. They'll cause thousands of mid-air collisions. It'll rain debris on the Senate Tower like a meteor storm. No telling how many will die.
Send a man to warn the senators. They need to find shelter.
I sent word right before you got here, but there isn't enough time to save everyone. We have to stop this here. The gangsters have armed patrols guarding the network access points. We need to push them back and manually lock down the terminals. Get enough terminals, and we might just pull this off. My men will back you up. Good luck in there.
Tak jo, trošku si zabojujeme, pokud nám to ten... Ne to? A jo, další smuggler, který... chytej granát. Vím, že to není granát, ale že to je... Jo, je to granát. Tak sorry, moje vina. Jako trošku... To je málo. Jako musíme... Ten je nějaký odolný. Tak. Vím, že bychom mohli použít neviditelnost, což jsme nakonec udělali. Uděláme ty 3 věci a když tak uvidíme. Tak, první bude hotovej, tak a je to ještě zbylí 2. Tak jo, trošku to tady doporazíme a... Výborně, a tady máme druhý. Já vím, že to není záživný, jak to někde jako je, ale... To víte, už jsem jako chvilku nehrál Star Wars nebo nehrál, spíš nějakou chvilku jsem nenatáčel Star Wars The Old Republic, tak tak trošku nevím jako co říkat a tak podobně, tak se omlouvám. To se splněný máme. Já vím, že budete teďka asi naštvaní, ale já to pro dnešní díl ukončím. Děkuji, že jste sledovali tohle video a ještě jednou se fakt vám omlouvám za to, že jsme de facto nic neudělali, ale příští díl bude asi, to doufám, že to bude lepší. Mějte se krásně, čau čau.